Welcome to This Is My Voice, a podcast where we discuss self-development and self-improvement and share our perspectives on several other issues. Thank you for joining us today. This is your host, Laura Tia, and this is my voice. Welcome back to another episode of This Is My Voice. I'm not gonna lie, it's been a hectic year, and as an author of self-publishing a novel for the first time, it got overwhelming quick too. I had a series of high and low moments, more lows unfortunately, and in those moments I experienced the I am not going anywhere feeling we will be discussing today. I wonder, have you ever had one of those moments, those why aren't things going anywhere or why aren't things working moments that just breaks your spirit, and no matter how positive we try to be, sometimes positive reassurance doesn't get the job done. We cry and huff and feel sorry for ourselves for a bit, and eureka, there's a snap. And from a sad, measly why aren't I going anywhere, it becomes a resolute I am not going anywhere. Looking back now, I wrote a poem that just speaks to the sublime reality of this moment, and I'm going to share that with you. Let's pull that up. Here we go. I've felt this way for quite some time. The world hurries by, a time lapse, while I remain rooted in one place, uncertain of where to go, what to do. Everyone's busy, everything's moving, life's happening. Yet here I stand. Stand? I can barely stand. Seems like the world's moved on without me, and I don't know how to carry on. Not with this overwhelming fog of so much happening all at once. I wrote this poem during one of those low moments I mentioned earlier, and at the time, I challenged myself to write a poem every day for 14 days. Title, theme, it didn't matter. All I had to do was write how I felt, and I had my snap on day 8. This is pointless, I told myself after tossing my phone aside. That snap, that I've had enough anger that pushes you to dust yourself up and continue, we all need it because it helps us to carry on. I read a lot of my own works. A particular favorite of mine was the Warriors Don't Die with Clean Swords. If you're going through hell, keep going. It's a journey, not a destination. So don't stop in the middle. Stop when you're done. I encourage you every so often to read my blog, Silent Things, because you will find something to jot you when you need it. This isn't me trying to self-promote here. I've poured my heart and soul into Silent Things to provide motivation for people when they need it. So when I tell you there's a wealth of motivational posts to help you there, believe me. Now, moving on, I asked earlier, and I'm going to reiterate that. Have you experienced this moment in both variations? The first instance of it is brought on by our grief and our pain of not seeing results or progress, or sometimes not seeing big enough progress after we've tried everything we can think of. We've done our best and our hardest. And the second instance of it is brought on by our anger and I'm not letting this deter or stop me. That roar in your core. Failure, or in most cases, no result, fuels our desire to make sure we succeed. This brings to mind the concept, following a previous episode on failing your way to success on this podcast, about our desire to succeed, driven by our immense fear of failure. But it's not that we are scared of failure in this regard. We're just not taking it as an option, and so we fight. We dust ourselves up and we fight. We strip everything off and we return to the drawing board. We re-strategize for success. We plan and we try all we've tried all over again, and if it still doesn't work, we'll find new ways to do things. That snap awakens you It jots you like lightning, surging anger and determination through your veins instead of blood. And it is very good because at this point we've cried, we've felt sorry for ourselves, and we know what the bottom looks like. The snap awakens you and you start to build the ladder to climb back up. Because once you get here, the only way out is up. So have your moment, have a good cry, talk. Let everything you've tried, everything you've been through, let it course through your mind. Feel it. Don't fight it. You need the anger that clenches your jaw tighter than a shark's grip. If you have to roar or scream, get a pill on yourself. Feel it. Let it pour through you like an elixir and let it refer your purpose, your goal, your path. Failure is not the end. If you feel lost, pause. Take a deep breath. Take another breath. Then take a moment to realign and re-navigate. It's not a race, really. It has never been. So forget about the world and others. It's about you, what you want to achieve, and how to get it. It's about when you finally succeed, because at this point, we're way past if, because success isn't an option, it's the only agenda. This is where I leave you, my amazing listeners. My mom used to tell me, life's not a bed of roses. You will fall many times, more than you can count. But falling doesn't mean you failed. Staying down after you knock down dust. So rise, and rise again, until lambs become lions. This brings us to the end of today's episode. Do not forget to subscribe to This Is My Voice and share the show with your friends and your family and everyone you can think of. Follow me on Twitter. Follow me on Instagram. Connect with me. I would love to hear your opinions. And don't forget, you can send in requests for our Let's Talk episodes where I answer one listener's question. So keep those questions pouring in, guys. Until next time, this is Laura Tia, and this is my voice.